Sean here up at Zipper Interactive, where we're having a look at SOCOM 4 for the PlayStation 3. I've got Travis Steiner here, lead game designer on the project. Travis, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
So, Travis, you guys are showing off competitive multiplayer today, and you know, the SOCOM franchise is obviously, it's got quite a lineage when it comes to online multiplayer, one of the pioneers in the original PlayStation 2 era. My first question is, how do you guys approach development on this game, looking at multiplayer in terms of, you know, carrying on that tradition of what SOCOM has established in the past, but also adding new elements to the game to keep it fresh?
Well, we've been saying all along, SOCOM 4 is really SOCOM redefined. This is a major evolution in the franchise, but like you said, it is key to stick to the core foundations that have made SOCOM successful in the first place. Those are team-focused gameplay, authenticity, and innovation. So I think from day one with SOCOM 4, we want to do something that was fresh and new, almost all new game modes, but still make sure that it maintains those key elements, particularly the team-focused gameplay.
Let's talk about some of those game modes that you guys are showing today. What are some highlights for you?
Well, one of the big ones we're excited about is called Last Defense. In this particular game mode, each team is fighting to gain control of 3 control points in the middle of the map, and they're marked as, A, B, and C. And they're represented by small portable satellite dishes. If either team is able to capture all those, the dishes will triangulate the location of the enemy base, and then it goes to the timed last defense phase, where you as an attacker have 2 minutes to get in there, organize strategy with your team, and plan an airstrike beacon on the enemy base. As a defender, guys are yelling over the mic, yelling, fall back, fall back. The music's cranked up, and one by one you see all your teammates falling back to defend the objective. And it's like you're basically having the last stand. Can you survive and hold that position until the 2 minutes end? If the other team is able to destroy the base, they win the round. If you're able to defend it up until the point time expires, then the round will basically reset the control points in the middle of the map, and both teams will focus back to the center. The key here is teamwork, because particularly when you're going to capture one of these control points, you need a buddy watching your back. Or if you're going to attack the base, you need to talk over the headset and communicate the strategy. Which one are we going to go for? How are we going to get there? Maybe create a diversion. And then as a defender, I talked about the big fallback or the big retreat. Everyone come back, hold the position. Certain guys are covering various sectors to make sure they're calling out when targets are coming and trying to hold the line.
Travis, you obviously talked a lot about strategy just then and how it changes the way you approach a game mode, but in my personal experience playing just now, a lot depends on the game mode variant you have on, whether or not you've got classic mode in effect, right?
Yeah, SOCOM 4 has a lot of custom options for players, and one of the things we're really excited about is offering a classic option, particularly for our hardcore fans. So when you play any game mode with the classic turned on, basically means there's no respawn available, there's no cover mode, and there's no health regeneration. So you really have to value your life, utilize the environment and teammates to stay alive. We're also increasing the movement speed, and we have push-to-talk communication, again, for more of that classic feel. Now for the game types themselves, we've in some cases adjusted the number of objectives or tweaked them a little bit to work better for this mode of play where respawn is turned off.
Now, you guys obviously spent a lot of time with the SOCOM franchise earlier in the decade, but one of the big trends over the past few years with online shooters is experience, gaining levels, unlockable guns, and things like that. Talk to us about how you guys are approaching that and what you guys are doing different from other online shooters out there.
Well, one of the unique things we're doing is we have specific weapon experience that you can gain. So you can mod up your gun. The more you use it, the more attachments and capabilities it'll get. And this is the case in single player, in co-op, and in competitive multiplayer. So as an example, say I have a standard assault rifle. Well, maybe it has just a very small range scope on it, like a red dot scope. But as I use it, maybe I get up to the next mod and get a more high-powered scope. Maybe I get an underbarrel grenade launcher or a suppressor. So we really reward the players as they get proficient with a particular weapon.
So, Travis, last question I've got for you is this. Last time I came up here to Zipper, I got a chance to see MAG. It was about a year and a half ago. And that was obviously a very ambitious project for you guys. And it kind of got me thinking, was there any sort of crossover in the development of these two games? Any lessons you learned from MAG that you applied here? Things like, technology or just learning how to manage a huge community of players?
Oh, yes. I think all of the above. I mean, we worked on the two games mostly in parallel. So we had dedicated teams to each project. But certainly there was a lot of technology, particularly on the networking side, that we were able to take and apply to SOCOM 4. Even though the scale of the game was a lot smaller, obviously we wanted to cap it at 32-player matches to keep more of that special forces scale of combat. There is a lot we learned, anything from stability to, how to get players grouped together better and get them into matches as quickly as possible. We also learned a lot with PlayStation Move implementation. SOCOM 4 internally had the Move up and running before MAG, but MAG went live with it first to the public, and we learned a lot through usability testing about what kind of custom options players would want when using the PlayStation Move. And I think that is really an essential component to any motion control device, is that players are going to have different preferences, and we want to give them the options to customize it to their play style.
All right, Travis, I appreciate your time very much. Could you finish us off by letting us know when SOCOM 4 is going to be out in stores?
SOCOM 4 comes out exclusively for the PlayStation 3 on April 19th.
Thanks a lot, Travis. There you guys have it. That's your update on SOCOM 4 coming out in April.